at a UFC 329, July 11th.
Holloway.
Really?
It's going to be dangerous for Max early, though. Listen, me and Conor aren't exactly friendly. But what I'm saying is, so I'm not saying this from a perspective of we're friends and we're buddies. He was a 2-weight division champion. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he made all this money and all the rest of it. The man's the most powerful tool.
Yeah.
And the guy that was there, all right, granted, it was a long time ago, 2016. But if the motivation's strong enough, he can come back and look really good. And yeah, he was flipping out at Max the other day in that interview.
Did you see that?
But he was playing the game. He was promoting the fight, hyping it up big time, and he looks good, you know, like he looks like he's training and taking the camp seriously. And if he is doing that, I'm telling you.
But I think
Max is awesome on the feet, but Conor's got the power early.
You know, at 27 years of age, I had the game conquered. I had the game wrapped up in a blink. I feel I am coming into my prime now. I am only entering my prime. Max is a durable fighter with great skill. Not on my level, however. Mental-wise, physical-wise, Max has been a busybody in the game. In fact, he's the most time spent inside the octagon, 8.5 hours, which is a staggering amount of time. For me, I kind of look at that saying, it means you can't finish people, you know? So if you're asking me what I have above him, speed, power, IQ, fitness, health, freshness.
Conor, that's damn near everything.
You know, Max didn't lay a glove on me the last fight. I don't see vast improvements. In fact, the improvements he made was after the fight he had with me, where he adopted some of my moves. I sunned Max when I fought him last, and I plan on doing the same again in more devastating fashion.
Is Justin in your path?
Max has flatlined Justin. He knocked him out, face down, out cold. Justin's okay. When he's on, Justin's okay. When he's bad, he's atrocious. He's woeful. He slaps his punches a lot. I want the smoke. I want all the smoke, for sure. There you go. Bring it all on. I don't rate them. To tell you the truth, I don't rate them. Not on my level. It's going to be an absolute demolition. I know I will just have to touch him. And after that, it will be clinical. To win alone is not just enough. It must be spectacular, and that it will be. I look at my rest period that I have had, whereas I look at other competitors in the space, including my opponent. I feel a lot more fresher than these opponents. I have had my time of rest. You know, I feel I am coming into my prime now. My prime is, I'm only entering my prime, and now I'm forever. So that is...
You know, it has to, like, this Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be fucking bananas. It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality.
But don't expect the same...
How could
you
it
just
be?
can't. The problem
might be more
because they're going to all expect that.
I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6. I think
it might be 6 at the time of the fight.
It might be. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 right now.
Are we expecting to see a Conor that looked like Nate this last fight? Or are we expecting to see a better Conor than someone that looked like Nate? Because Nate did not look good.
No, but Mike Perry did.
And
Mike Perry looked like a fucking murderer.
You know what I mean? Like
Mike Perry is a murderer.
He's a murderer.
And this is
such a savage.
You take a look at that. And when you're taking an older fighter, which Nate is now, and you're
21, you're 5 fucking years ago, July. So it literally will be 6 years.
Yeah. But when you're
it'll be 5 years. It'll be 5 years.
When you're taking a younger fighter and putting them against the old dog, it normally doesn't end well for the old dog.
Well, the thing is about Max Holloway is like Max Holloway isn't that much younger than Conor.
He's not.
But the thing is, Max has been in constant high-level competition the entire time. Won the BMF fight, beat Dustin, like constant high-level competition.
That's right.
It's a different thing.
And I honestly believe him at 155 is the best thing for him.
Absolutely.
But he's not 155 in this fight.
This is 170.
But
yeah.
Honestly, he might be better.
No weight cutting at all.
Just no weight cut, just kind of walk around.
And also, knowing this is such a high-profile fight, he's going to... Max is always in insane shape. But particularly in this fight, he's going to be in fucking insane shape.
And his last fight, he took...
A very familiar foe of yours, Max Holloway, will be welcoming Conor McGregor back to the octagon next month, we all hope. If this fight does happen, it's at welterweight. How do you see this going? Can Conor do anything with the fighter you're probably more familiar with than anyone in Max Holloway?
Well, we know that Conor hasn't been in the game for a long time, and I think a lot of people are thinking that he's just going to lose everything, but that's not the case. He's going to be dangerous. He's obviously going to still be very sharp, very explosive, still got a good eye. Is it the exact eye that he had when he was double champ and doing what he was doing? No, probably not, but still going to be very dangerous. And I know Max is going to respect that. Obviously, they're going to want to put on a show, but at the same time, you're going to know Conor will be very dangerous early. I think Max will make the right decisions to not just get in the fire straight away, and then start to work him later in them rounds. We know that Conor, again, very dangerous, very explosive, but that is going to wear on you. And with that big layoff, even though he's probably training very hard, we know that that's going to eventually wear on him. And that sharpness that I reckon he still has is probably going to deteriorate a lot quicker because of he's been out of the game for so long.
Primeiro você e todo mundo sabe que essa luta foi que era pra mim estar lá, né? E ele preferiu o Max pensando que ele vai bater no Max, né? Porque ele correu de mim, essa é real.
Chegou a ser oferecido? Chegou a ser conversado sobre isso?
Na realidade, não chegou a ser oferecido, mas todo mundo sabia que quem vencesse entre mim e o Max lutaria com ele, e na realidade ele escolheu o Max porque ele achou que é um caminho mais fácil. Mas vamos lá, vamos falar da luta de Max Holloway e ele. Cara, eu acho que na realidade é uma luta complicada, pelo fato de faz muito tempo que ele não vem ao queijo. Tem quantos anos que tá fora, parado?
Acho que 5 anos.
Entendeu? Então, tipo assim, faz muito tempo, faz 5 anos que ele tá parado, que ele não luta. Porém, é o Conor, né? É o Conor. Se você marcar e ele conectar, ele vai te nocautear. Eu acho que primeiro e segundo round tem muito para ele. Depois, dali em diante, com certeza, para mim, Max tem muito de vencer, de trabalhar, de estar ali, de fazer acontecer.
I think it would be a great fight. I love both. I think if Conor can put himself back into the hell zone that he's in the tunnel, but the light is after the fight. But I'm not going to put myself in the light until I'm done with the fight. That's if he put himself into that zone, we're going to have a hell of a fight.
We've got Conor McGregor making his return. What was your reaction when that was announced?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Big name for our sports, and but he have tough opponents. Max Holloway against Conor. I think Max can beat him.
Forget the hype, because this showdown between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway has absolutely, undeniably, officially exploded into pure chaos, leaving the entire fighting world desperately counting every moment until their collision. As both icons gear up for what is widely considered one of the biggest fights in UFC history, experts and analysts keep firing off countless predictions about the final result. While some insist McGregor's brutal strength and pinpoint accuracy decide everything, others trust Holloway's relentless speed and iron durability. The ultimate question, however, still ultimately remains: whose prediction will truly prevail once the octagon door closes?
And the other thing too is, like, Max is big. Like, people are like, Conor's going to come in there and have a size advantage. I'm like, no, he's not. Max Holloway is 6'1". Max Holloway is as tall as me. Max Holloway is big. He's a big.
We just saw photos of him training with Jack Della Maddalena, and he's like bigger than him.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And here's the other thing too that we haven't even thought about. Like, what if Max gets a taste of 170 and is like, fuck, I'm not going back. Like, do I think he could fight his way to win the title at welterweight? I think he'd have a better chance at winning the title at 155.
Mm-hmm.
But who wouldn't tune in to see a Max Holloway, Carlos Prates? Who wouldn't tune in to see a Max Holloway, Jack Della Maddalena, even though he's training with him? I'm just saying, like, there's matchups at 170 that would be a lot of fun for Max.
Mm-hmm.
Is Conor a true welterweight? I don't think so. But nonetheless, I think that it's like, there's so much speculation on what if Conor does this, this, and this. I'm like, well, you guys got to remember, Max can do all of that and counter all of that and has an answer for all of those things. This might not be the return of McGregor. This might be the end of McGregor. That remains to be seen.
Only time will settle that mystery. For most fighters, staying relevant means endlessly chasing reasons to keep competing. But Conor McGregor plays by completely different rules. While countless athletes see entering a truly highly competitive ring and facing an elite opponent as pure pressure, McGregor somehow treats it like his calmest place. This unusual mindset explains why, despite his age, previous injuries, and achievements most merely dream about, he repeatedly decides to launch yet another comeback. For him, the fight arena isn't a challenge. It's simply completely, absolutely, forever second nature.
You've made millions. What is this that is pulling you back? Most people will say, Conor, relax. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the fruits of your labor.
My most relaxed state is in there. My most state of freedom is making it at the wall. I yearn for competition. At the core of it, I do this for fun. This is fun to me. To get in, compete against another able-body in a live event, ignite the passion of the fans and the entire ecosystem around the fight game. I enjoy it. I get great pleasure out of it. That's why I'm back. I'm back for the fun.
Conor McGregor is overflowing with confidence ahead of his long-awaited comeback. And apparently, it isn't only his fighting skills fueling all that swagger. Plenty of fighters his age have suffered from endless training camps and brutal battles. But McGregor insists his situation is truly, genuinely, remarkably different. The former two-division champion claims his lengthy break has actually refreshed his entire body, a privilege many rivals never experienced. Instead of treating his inactivity like a weakness, McGregor calls it a major advantage, one that clearly, consistently, confidently separates him from every other fighter in his position.
Rest period that I've had, whereas I look at other competitors in the space, including my opponent, I feel a lot more fresher than these opponents. I have had my time of rest. I feel I am coming into my prime now. My prime is, I'm only entering my prime, and now and forever. So that is...
Any remaining doubts about Conor McGregor's confidence heading into this fight have completely disappeared after his latest prediction. The former champion is expecting a dominant performance, one designed to expose the massive gap between himself and Max Holloway when it comes to precision and power. McGregor believes Holloway's years of non-stop wars have finally caught up with him, and he plans to exploit every advantage that comes his way. One thing is obvious: simply winning will never satisfy McGregor. He's chasing a truly unforgettable statement victory.
It's going to be a demolition. It's going to be an absolute demolition. I know the damage he's taken. I know I will just have to touch him. And after that, it will be clinical. So to win alone is not just enough. It must be spectacular, and that it will be.
For Conor McGregor, the biggest reward from staying away wasn't merely physical healing, but incredible personal growth instead of treating his devastating injury like another setback. McGregor considers it the perfect opportunity to discover a deeper version of himself as a dedicated, determined competitor. Throughout rehabilitation, he carefully studied his own body, breaking down every movement and mechanic in ways he likely would never have uncovered otherwise. McGregor insists this priceless experience will directly, significantly positively elevate his performances in both present and future contests.
Not just a process of recovery, it's a process of discovery. You uncover a lot about yourself. You uncover a lot about your frame, your body, your movements, your mechanics, what you must do to maintain. So in actuality, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
This allowed me to carry on with my career, and it will bring longevity.
Conor McGregor's confidence, however, is only one piece of this explosive puzzle. As fight night gets closer, plenty of other fighters are throwing out bold predictions, and surprisingly many are backing the underdog. Among them is Paddy Pimblett, who believes McGregor's move to welterweight could become a distinct, remarkable, undeniable advantage. Although Paddy Pimblett respects Max Holloway's massive experience and proven toughness against elite competition, he ultimately believes raw strength and physical size will decide everything in this match. Sean O'Malley is another fighter who believes Conor McGregor's comeback still has real life left. He says McGregor looks mentally stronger than he has in years, a dramatic shift compared with his recent past. According to him, McGregor appears calm, locked in, and completely focused, something plenty of people have quietly noticed. Recognizing the fight's massive importance and McGregor's long stretch without a victory, he believes beating Max Holloway would completely rewrite the story. He also insists McGregor's previous setbacks and experiences will eventually become valuable lessons. However, not everyone is buying that confident version of McGregor, questioning whether his current mindset alone can survive the enormous challenge ahead. Taking the opposite stance, Tim Welch lays out several reasons why Max Holloway deserves to be the favorite, especially in a grueling 5-round battle. Welch points directly at McGregor's lengthy inactivity, doubting he can regain championship form so quickly after such an extended absence. He also argues Holloway's legendary durability could become even harder to crack at welterweight. Welch's concerns go far beyond conditioning. He believes McGregor's biggest obstacle may not simply be Holloway's abilities, but everything surrounding this dangerous matchup. In his opinion, returning from an extremely long layoff and instantly facing one of MMA's toughest battle-tested veterans is an enormous gamble. Holloway has stayed active against elite competition and remains widely recognized as one of the sport's finest 5-round fighters. Because of that, Welch wonders whether McGregor is being pushed into the deep end far too quickly, even suggesting safer comeback fights may have existed, making this an especially brutal challenge for the former champion. Meanwhile, Michael Chiesa believes far too much attention surrounds McGregor's return, while